Excellent connection.
It's buffer. It's like
Buffering. I don't know if we're live or not right now.
I don't know. It says we're live.
Live. But it's buffering.
Alright. Just like the trains.
Hello. How we doing, everybody?
Alright, hopefully the audio is working.
On our screen, we don't know if we're it still shows buffering on it, so I'm good to see everybody here.
Yes.
What is it, George?
Yes. Dude, we got a lot.
GFW trains.
We talk about everything but mostly trains.
Boom. Coming at you with a lot of energy today, right, George?
Yeah.
Yes, I told George that when he does the streams, yes, please. When he does the streams, he has to open them up without his
Oh, be quiet.
Hey guys, George here. It's a smooth talking George voice. Come on with some energy. Hey!
Hey!
This is George here. We talk about everything but mostly trains. Well, welcome guys. Who we got in the house, George?
We got Keegan, we got the Lego Geek, we got George, we got
on screen George. We got regular George, GFW Trains George, and we got on screen George.
We got Tim.
All right,
TGF
Tim.
Lives,
welcome
Ben.
everybody. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So
hopefully this will start working with stream.
All right, I think it is working. I think. Are you guys able to see us? We're not able to see if we're live on the video yet. Can you see us? I think that we're transmitting. Nice in the flesh.
Can you guys see us?
Can you see me do this? Can you see this?
Oh, you see us? Okay.
All right, we're good. All right, we
Here,
just can't. We can't see you guys yet.
Madre. Uh-oh. Wait, the lights went out.
Uh-oh. Having some lighting difficulty here.
Is that better?
Yeah, but I don't know why that one would have gone out.
Nighttime.
Yeah, another thing to fix. We'll put that one on the list to fix. All right, everybody.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. What do we got going on today, George?
Well, we're running movie trains, so we got
movie trains.
The Hogwarts Express right there, and then we've got the Polar Express right here.
Nice.
And then Thomas is somewhere. I don't know where he is here.
Thomas is underneath. So we got George just went back to his smooth talking George voice.
And then we've got Thomas right here.
We got Thomas. Got Thomas. We got the Polar Express.
So yeah, we can start him up.
Start her up. So we were talking about movies yesterday, and movies that feature a train in them. We had some good ones, didn't we? So of course we got Polar Express. We've got Thomas movies. We all agreed qualified. Silver Streak. We had a lot of good train movies out there. Hey, Train Man. Train Man's like a new hat.
Oh,
got a new hat.
That's right.
New hat. Now, yep. Got a little bit of the hair over the top.
Hair, yeah.
Looking good.
My other hat got wet, so I can't run it.
Yep. George is a closet Thomas fan.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're full out there.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm a closet fan.
He loves Thomas, but
No,
he's
Stop
just...
it. Stop it.
Stop it. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like Thomas. But hey, anyway, for those of you that are new on the stream, like I said, movies are our theme today. Can you think of any train movies that come off the top of your head? We had a lot of good ones yesterday, but let's go through them again. I thought of another movie. It's not a train movie, but a train plays a big part in it. Who here has seen the movie Super 8 before? Super 8's a good movie. We just watched it the other day. And there's a train crash, which is a big thing about it. And then at the very end of the movie, there's a train crash. And you'll like this one, Ben. There's a train crash that features post-war Lionel trains. It's pretty good. Unstoppable is a good one. Express is a good one, right? For all of you that can't see it, George is going crazy behind me here. He's got all of these trains. None of them that we got going on today are command control. We're all conventional. So we're using conventional command. We're using the, what's that called, George, that we're using? The TPC, the track power control. I think we got a TPC 400 that we're TPC 300 that we're operating the trains off of today, and we're using both TMCC and the Legacy, and we can operate voltage off of that. Hey, nice to see you in the house, NS 5107, aka Chesco. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Silver Streak, that's another one. That's one of my favorite train movies. Yeah, Thomas is flying. But that's good. That's good. We like it when actually I like trains running fast. George is a prototypical train guy. He likes to run his train slow. Lego Geek. Stand by me. That's another one that features a train.
Uh-oh, this is gonna be good.
Uh-oh. And just barely get. Ooh. And Hogwarts Express is the first one to lose it.
No, it's been pretty troublemaker.
You got it, Tim. We got a little Hogwarts crash over there. We still got some Polar Express cars we got to get out. We're going to do a little bit of an unboxing later in the stream. Ben, I get it. You like to run your trains fast. I've seen you on your channel. You do run your trains fast. I appreciate that. George is a slow train guy, and that's good. I've been teaching him when he was a little boy. I was like, George, you can't run your trains fast because then they run off the track. So that's what he did. Thomas is going kind of slow right now. That's good. Yeah, we've got an unboxing. We got a couple of Polar Express cars that we're gonna do unbox later on. So for those of you guys that are just showing up, thanks for coming in today. We have a theme today, which is movie trains. Movie trains.
Thomas is chasing the Hogwarts Express.
So we got Thomas chasing the Hogwarts Express. Thomas is now pushing a Hogwarts Express car. George, you're going to have to get those coupler assists.
You still have them out?
No. In a minute, I'll go get them. We have some orthodontist rubber bands that we use to keep the couplers from coming apart. The Lego Geek wants to know, George, if you've seen The Great Train Robbery. Have you ever seen that one? No, I haven't seen that one either, Lego Geek, but I bet you that's a good one. Ben, we don't have a Percy. The only Thomas that we have is the Thomas in the two cars. For those of you that can't see it behind the scenes here, George is going crazy. The Hogwarts Express cars keep coming apart. We've got to fix the couplers up on those so they don't keep coming apart. The good news is, came off again, George. I said, this is actually pretty funny. It's Keystone Cop-ish.
Oh my God.
Murder on the Orient Express. That's another one. That one just came out, didn't it? No picture for Dad. You know what? We're having a problem with the picture, Dad. Can everybody who's on the stream please check in for us? We're gonna get a. Everybody check in with us. If you are not getting picture, can you please let us know? For whatever reason, we're not on our computer. It shows that we're transmitting a picture, but it doesn't say whether the picture is going through to everybody. So if you could please let us know, that would be awesome. It'd be very helpful for us. Yeah, George is like I said, he's going. It's like Keystone Cops back here. George is having a great time. Thomas is chugging along. Hogwarts Express giving us some problems. We got to get some of those orthodontic rubber bands on there so it doesn't come apart. Not sure what. This is the first time Hogwarts Express has been on this layout. So, actually, the first time any of these. But Hogwarts Express did a lot of time in our living room, or around the layout in our living room. We have up on the top, above the couches and everything like that. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Good to see ya. Thanks for stopping by the live stream. Uh-oh. George, hold on a second, please. What happened, bud?
Oh, what happened? I can't get my finger off. Oh no.
Is it stuck right now?
Yeah.
Which one?
My. Oh.
Sorry, everybody. George was taking a train off and his finger got stuck in the wheels. Hang with us. All right. Good news, everybody. Pinch fingers, no blood, no broken bones. George is not a big fan of this Hogwarts Express set right now. In fact, it was just yanked off. Yeah, his finger got caught in between the rods, and since it's got that can motors, we couldn't wheel it out, so we had to just nudge back and forth to get this thing out. George is a little bit down for the count right now, and we don't have any trains running, so just bear with us. George will be back in the swing of things here. Hallelujah's right, Kathy. Good to see you. How the Baylor's doing out there in San Francisco? I'm so glad that you came on. Yes, Dad, you're right. You got to be careful where you put your fingers. I don't know what happened. He must have been picking it up, and his finger got caught between the rod and the top of the engine. Hey, George, Jonathan Baylor says hello.
Hi.
Oh, George, hold on. George is fixing trains. Jonathan, he'll be, hey, Jerry, how you doing? Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Today, for those of you that are just showing up here, we are have a theme for our live stream, and George is getting the trains on the track right now. Our theme for the live stream is movies. So we've got 3 engines that are featured in movies right now. We've got Hogwarts Express, which just bit George's finger. That's why George is off the screen right now. He had to take it off, or had to take the train off. We got the Hogwarts Express. We've got the Polar Express. That one's right down here. We'll get that one going in a minute. And then we've got Thomas. Thomas has been oh my gosh. So one of the problems is this tender is super light from the Hogwarts Express, and it keeps popping off. Bring that engine over here, George. This is a killer engine. It bites, so don't get too close. Here's the Hogwarts Express engine. I'm not sure what train that's based off of, but George likes it, especially because it's a European train, and it's got American knuckle couplers, so we kind of laugh about that. And that's a Hogwarts Express. Pretty neat train. I like it. Got it for Christmas one year. Like I said, it did a lot of duty running in our living room. It is, Warren. It was kind of a scary moment. I was not watching what was going on, and heard George scream, and it got his finger got caught between one of these rods here and the top of the engine, and it got caught there, and he couldn't get it out. So we had to, and I couldn't move the wheels. These new engines, it's hard to move the wheels with their motors, so we had to kind of like jimmy it out. But hey, Southern Pacific 2467 Productions. Good to see you here. Warren, good to see you here. Thanks everybody for stopping by. If you're just stopping in, wanted to tell everybody again, it's movie day. We're running trains with a movie theme here, and you get extra bonus points if you have if you mention that. When I say bonus points, it's just points, nothing real big. But if you mention a movie or a train that's got a movie featured in it. I'm sorry, a train that's got a movie with a train featured in it. So thanks for stopping by. One of the things I always do too is I want to promote everybody who's on the stream. We've got some really cool YouTubers on the stream with some really cool channels. So please check out their channels. There's some neat stuff that each one of these YouTubers have on there. So on the stream, on the side, if you click on their names, it'll give you an option to go to their channel. So when we're all done with our live stream here, check out some of the other YouTubers that we've got on this channel. Because in the hobby, let's support each other. Support each other's channels is a good way to communicate with each other. George, a lot of new people in the house. Turn around and at least give them a high thumbs up high. George is knee deep into working on the train layout. I'm not sure what's going on, but we'll be running trains shortly. Tim, you're right. Tim says to add some weight to the Hogwarts tender. That's definitely what we're going to need to do. We don't run the Hogwarts Express that much, so it doesn't get much time on the layout around our part. So that's one of the reasons why it's not running real good right now. Right before we came on the stream, George and I were out canoeing. And we canoed, had lunch, and ran down here to go do the live stream, so we didn't have a chance to test out these engines before we got them on the line or got them on the train layout to get going. So, Jonathan, I got a question for you. Do you know any trains, any movies with trains in them? If you do, pop on here. Let us know what they are. Hold on a second, everybody. What you doing over there, George?
This rail is like it's down, and these keep popping off on the rail because it's like this. So like this rail is like not even like connecting this one right here. So these cars keep coming off.
No, they had to take out that switch the other day to replace the switch motor, so it's probably not working all that right.
I got an idea. I'm gonna take that.
The Hogwarts Express? Nope. Hogwarts Express is mine, Dad. Bellum has one train. It's the Atlantic Coastline E8s. It's a beautiful train. And then she's got some Atlantic Coastline cars. So we'll have to feature that train one day. Dang, there we go. That's a great one, Jonathan. Dumbo. It's got a train featured in it. Dumbo? Casey Jr. Yep, Casey Jr. I love that one. So let me tell you a cool story about Dumbo. So in Dumbo, there's a train, Casey Jr. And one of the animators for Walt Disney, his name was Ward Kimball. And Ward Kimball was a train nut. He loved trains. He loved toy trains. And in fact, he and a bunch of other animators that were into trains got Walt Disney into trains. And when that's not true. Walt Disney was into trains himself, into real trains, and they sucked him into toy trains. And so I'll get into that in a second. But Ward Kimball, the guy who he was one of the animators on a lot of Disney's earliest movies, and he was the animator that did the animation for Dumbo and Casey Jr., the train scenes. And he was part of the Train Collectors Association. In fact, he was a president at one time of the Train Collectors Association, a train club that George and I belong to. So we always take great pride in that. It was pretty neat. But anyhow, for those of you that don't know, in terms of Walt Disney was really, really into trains. I'm sure if you go to Disneyland or Magic Kingdom, you can tell how much he was into trains. Walt Disney, in fact, one of his first jobs was, I forget what they call it, but he would work selling newspapers and candy and everything on the trains with his big brother, who also worked on the train. Roy worked on the train. I believe it was the Missouri Pacific that he worked on. and ultimately developed a love of trains from working on the trains, living in Missouri. And as he grew older, and he started up different animation studios, and ultimately the Walt Disney Company that he started with his brother, he hired some animators. And those animators loved toy trains, and they loved toy trains, and then they loved sit-on trains, like the kind that you sit on at a park and everything like that. So anyway, they talked Walt Disney into making or actually they didn't talk him into it, but their love of trains spurred Walt Disney's love of trains. In fact, Ward Kimball, the guy I just talked about, Ward Kimball had a train in his backyard, and he'd invite all of the animators over to his house, and they'd have fun running this real train that was in his backyard. Run it back and forth and back and forth. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That's another great one, Kathy. I don't know if you came up with that one. These are mine. So anyway, getting back to Walt Disney. Walt Disney, then he'd go over to Ward Kimball's house. He'd play with all of these animators on the trains out there, and he got inspired, and at his house made a ride-on train in his backyard called the Carolwood Pacific with all of these animators, and it was beautiful. And he used that kind of as an inspiration for what he wanted to do at Disneyland and operating the trains that he did at Disneyland. So it's pretty neat. And that was such a success, he brought a lot of the railroads and a railroad theme over to Disney World, too. So, hey, Barn Full of Trains, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Just joining us. Our theme for today is watching George work. Right over there, watching George work. No, actually, theme for today is movie trains. But we had a little, the train kept coming off the track. And George is fixing the layout where it keeps coming off the track. But we've got movie trains out today. We've got Thomas. We've got Hogwarts Express. We have got the Polar Express as well. George is wheezing back here. He's hemming and hawing, but he's getting the train layout fixed. So thanks, everybody, for joining the live stream. So one of the things that we're doing on the live stream is if you know of a good train movie or a movie that features a train in it, shout it up on the live stream. And it's a good, I love to watch movies with trains in it. So another fun one for everybody that's on here, especially some of the people that are George's age, is a movie called Super 8. Have anybody ever seen the movie?
Like Stranger Things.
Super 8. It's kind of like, is it called Super? Yeah, it's called Super 8, right? It's Super 8, and it's movies kind of like Stranger Things. The cast has a dynamic a lot like Stranger Things, and it takes place in the same time as Stranger Things does. But the movie operates around a train wreck. The movie starts with a train wreck, and it actually ends with a train wreck. And one of my favorite parts, yes, we do need the Cannonball Express.
Which one's that?
So let's see here. Lego Geek says, do we have the General or the Jupiter? No, we don't have. We've got an American. That one's put away, but it's not the General, and we don't have the Jupiter. One of those would be really cool to have. My father's got a couple of Generals, and under normal circumstances, I would have gone over and I would have, not train thief, I would have borrowed one of his Generals and had it featured in our live stream today, but I wasn't able to do that. Oh, the Lego Geek says that the movie with Harrison Ford and there's a huge train wreck in a bus. The Fugitive. Yes, that is a good one. In fact, you can still see the train wreck from The Fugitive. I believe it's in Tennessee, isn't it, George?
Yeah.
The train wreck from The Fugitive is still up. And it's kind of a tourist attraction, and people ride.
There's a tourist railroad that goes right by it on the track that they filmed it on.
Yes.
And the engines are still there. Illinois Southern.
Illinois Southern. It's kind of like the East Western, right, George?
Yeah.
Or the National Pacific.
Yes.
George and I love it when we see something from China where it's got trains featured on it, and it might be a copyright thing, it might be just something that somebody from China doesn't know when it's got crazy train names like the North Southern or the National Pacific. Something that's kind of right, but not really right. Unstoppable. That's one of George's favorites is Unstoppable. You got to love Unstoppable. Kind of unrealistic, but still a lot of fun to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have got running trains, and we've got George into his house.
Yeah.
George, let me switch seats with you.
Hi.
Yeah. So George is in the house here. We've got Thomas running. We got the Hogwarts running. George, tell everyone what you were doing there. Show them your finger first. Make sure everyone knows you're okay. Don't worry. Here's the good news. I think that I'm coming up with some type of lawsuit. We'll probably file suit against Lionel. And so anyway, George, what do we got running now?
Polar Express.
All right. Why don't you take everybody around and show them what's going on in the layout? We're going for a tour, everybody.
So basically right now, got Thomas running through here. We got the Polar Express right there. I'm actually zooming right now. But zooming.
You're racing, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, that's the what's going on right now.
George, what's your favorite movie that features a train?
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Dad says for Unstoppable, you should run a GP30 with tank cars, George.
Yeah, I think we have one.
What?
Or like ow.
A train that we don't have? That's unbelievable, George.
Are we?
Back to the Future Part 3. That's right. Atomic Train. Now, I had never heard of Atomic Train before yesterday. Yesterday was the first time I'd heard of the movie Atomic Train. Somebody filled me in on that one. In fact, George filled me in on Atomic Train, didn't you? Yeah. Never heard of the movie Atomic Train. Hey, Kathy, I was just wanting to say, if you could do me a favor and tell Jay that I said hello. Tell him I miss him. Hope things are going well with he and his family. Not only you guys, but his extended family out here. We think about you guys a lot and miss you. So please pass that along to him for me if you would, please. Good to see you here. Hope you guys come back soon. Love to have you back over here. George has a lot of things that he'd like to show your boys with the trains, the new trains that we got, right?
Yeah, we don't have an SD40-2. We have a GP30, but not an SD40-2. That one is pretty cool. Yeah.
I tell you what we can do. Oh no, we missed it, George. That would have been good. With your finger, we could have done a recreation of the Unstoppable wreck, George. Or not Unstoppable wreck, the Fugitive wreck. With your finger, we could have done a recreation with your finger, like a super, whatever. I don't know, a train wreck. But your finger could have been like, oh, my finger! George is like, oh man, Dad, you're embarrassing me. Stop. Stop, you're embarrassing me. So, thanks everybody for showing up. If you're new, just once again, we got movie theme today for the trains. Got a Hogwarts Express. We're gonna do an unboxing of a couple extra cars for the Hogwarts Express in a little bit. Polar Express. That's right. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Me, all you get to see is my eye. You get to see all of George. Was that a whistle I heard?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Oh, is that whistle working? Ah. One thing that we don't have on our layout that I'm kind of a little bummed about is the whistles working on the post-war trains. Still work. Oh, there we go. Must be shorting out over there. Who here does not love a Lionel air whistle? If you do,
I listen to Robert. I'm really impressed that you have many suggestions you can get. Yeah.
George would really, Robert, George would really, really like one of those triplexes. In fact, he's asked me a couple of times for that triplex. I've got to work another job in order to get the triplex, or sell a pint of blood or something like.
That's pretty. I don't know. It's just a cool engine.
It is a cool engine, George.
But yeah, so George, well then I don't get to experience the glory of the triplets, if you know what I mean. I'll tell you, Jay just said, Jay Baylor just said hello.
All right, good.
And
Hey, Jay, how you doing, man? Miss ya. Hope things are going well with you and your family.
Robert says you should get him one. Then if he's already asked him.
I don't think so. I think that this young man is going to have to mow the lawn a lot more. He's got to stay in the debt. He's got a lot of odd jobs that he's a couple of engines down on engines that he owes me money for.
What? No.
Oh, totally. You owe me money for
Like
engines.
for which one?
The Burlington.
That one you said you wanted to buy that one.
I did, but I didn't buy it. Who bought it?
I paid $100 of my money for it, and you paid $100 of the Boy Scouts money for it, and then $20 of Anita's money, and $5 you had left over from the other night.
And you were supposed to pay it all back, right?
No, I had no interest in getting that engine until you said so.
Wrong. This is the face of a liar. Right there. Right there. I had no interest.
Oh,
and it's on video here, dude. It's on video.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that's a bunch of bologna sandwich.
But you got a good deal on it.
Yeah.
Trucks stay on and everything.
You got a good deal on it.
See what I did there? He just said he got a good deal on it. Uh-oh, off the track. I got this, George.
What did my first train, which I still have, was based on the TV show in the 60s called Iron Horse. Huh.
I've never heard of that TV show.
Yeah, neither have I.
We gotta look that up. What was Iron Horse about?
Argument caught on camera. Go to the judge. Go to Judge Judy. Listen to the pot calling the kettle black. I'm going to repossess train.
What? What are you kidding me? This is not right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. You gotta go easy on you. Just injured. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tears. Tears. Oh no. Tears.
Yeah. The triplex is only good for helper service. Better than better getting Erie Angus 0880 to the triplex on the Hogwarts, wherever that is right here. But yeah, once they would wheel slip too much like the T1, if I'm guessing correctly. But yeah, wow, we got quite a bit of people on today.
Got 10 on.
We had 13 at one point.
Movie Saturday. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Really cool.
12 right now.
Very good. Well, keep it up, man. Keep it up. Keep everybody on. Do a little dance here, man. Sing a song.
I'm not dancing again.
Maybe we should get into another argument.
No.
Yeah.
Because then Judge Judy would join.
I got Judge Judy in my pocket.
Really?
Yeah, man. I can convince her to side with me.
But I'm the face of the channel.
Oh my gosh. Did I actually? I didn't hit him up.
Yeah, you hit me. He hit me.
Oh gosh.
I know.
All right, I'm gonna get these trains running.
But can you run the war bonnet? This one?
Deal.
Yeah, we can run that.
Right now?
Sure. Just pull.
We just run the engines.
Okay.
And then we'll. I'll do it. Well, you keep talking. I'll set it up.
Okay, cool. Yeah. A gambler that become a railroad tycoon by winning in high stakes poker game, Western type show. Oh, that's cool. What kind of engine was it? Or did the set come with? Robert has been building several different locomotives out of Legos. We took some pictures we'll send to you at some point. Oh, that's cool. I enjoy doing a Lego train.
Yeah.
I remember when he came over, we did that a lot. But yeah, that was the Lego trains are pretty fun. I'm not sure how long ago was that when he came over.
It's been a couple years now.
Yeah, but yeah, that was it was fun running those trains.
Keep talking, George. Keep talking.
Lego, you say? Yeah. Yes, Lego geek. Legos. In fact,
You should tell Jonathan. Was it John? Tell Jonathan to go check out Lego Geek's channel. He's got a really cool
Lego City.
Lego City on his channel.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Actually,
you know what I'm gonna do, George?
What?
I'm gonna oil up this
The unit?
these are probably pretty good, aren't they? Your war bonnets?
They haven't run in a long time.
Alright, so I'm gonna oil those up, but in the meantime I'm gonna turn on this Polar Express so we've got some trains running.
Okay.
And then I'll oil up the Super Chief.
But yeah. I would you say I have a pretty impressive Lego train collection?
You do. You got a really cool Lego collection.
Oh, Warren Evans is on.
Who is?
See you later. Going to run some trains myself. Enjoy your videos. Keep up the great work. Yes.
All right, awesome, Warren. Thanks for stopping by. It's great to see everybody in the hobby out here enjoying trains with us. And I hope that we've inspired you to run. You're probably not inspired, but at least get you thinking about trains and running trains. So, yep, stay home, run trains, have fun. We always do. We're here every day. Actually, we're not going to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow we're taking a day off for Sunday, but we'll be back on Monday at what time, George?
3 o'clock. Well, try to be 3 o'clock. I mean, it's gonna be harder with school and stuff like that, but I'm gonna try.
We'll start at 3, but we may have to go less time because of school.
Yeah.
We always got to start at the same time, George.
Yeah. As soon as we get out of this shelter in place situation, we're gonna head to Yorkville for some train fun.
Yeah. Well, the funny part is we were talking about that. the shelter in place. As soon as everybody is out of their houses in the shelter in place, nobody's gonna want to watch George and I. Anybody? You're kind of like forced to watch us.
Robert will definitely check out the Lego Geeks channel for sure. Buffering for me like crazy. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we can't really check that. Is it going on your phone?
Yeah, it's going on my phone. Sorry about the buffer. On my phone, it's relatively good, George. Okay. So, sorry about the buffer.
Yeah. But I just can't wait to go hang out.
Oh no. We're having a problem now with the chat function on our stream. Oh, hey, we're in good. So here's what we got. Our chat function on our screen isn't working. So we got George's phone up, and we've got everybody on the chat for Our chat function on our screen isn't working. So we got George's phone up, and we've got everybody on the chat for our chat. It's like we're in the future.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
But yeah, hopefully we can get this to work now. It is 1890 Rogers.
I got it.
Oh dang. 460 steamer. That's cool. You're back. Can you mute George's phone? Yeah, I just did that. I missed your one live stream, but congratulations on reaching 1K subs. Thank you, man. Yeah. Well, thank you guys actually. Been enjoying this. What you guys doing, George? Well, we're running trains. We got the running some pretty exotic trains that don't really get run that often. Running Polar Express. I know you got one of those, Sam. We got the Hogwarts Express in here, and then we got Thomas going through here. Right back there. So, another film north by Northwestern.
Yeah, we've actually got North by Northwest is one of my dad's favorite films, and if we have time today, I've got a New York Central that we're gonna run some New York Central F units.
Man,
Like
we kind of stole Grandpa's bi-levels and recreated the Chicago Fire thing.
oh, that would have been a good one.
Yeah, my grandpa's got some CNW bi-levels that I love to run.
What's the Chicago Fire thing, George?
Well, it's have you not seen it? Oh, I'm sorry. It's basically like bi-levels crashing into a station.
Where is it at? All right, let's set the scene.
Chicago.
All right, so Chicago Fire is a television show, right?
Yeah.
And where did they film it, George?
In IRM in Union, Illinois.
What's the IRM, George?
Illinois Railway Museum, and they have Chicago Northwestern bi-levels that they use for the film, and it's pretty cool. So,
What happened in the film, George?
the film,
Yikes! All right, I got this, George. Stay on me.
Thompson, yeah. That's cool. Polar Express is a little late, yeah. Yeah, it is. Was that, Elko crash, huh? We had the F unit fall off over there. But, yeah, make sure you go subscribe to everybody else's channel. Support everybody else. Oh, yeah. 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 It happened.
What happened?
Nothing. Just talking about that. But,
Was that on the camera?
no, you could just hear it. It was pretty loud. But yeah. So you guys, actually, which film with your guys is your guys' favorite with the train in it? The train that plays a dominant role in the movie. What would you say yours is, Pops?
Silver Streak. Or no. I like Polar Express.
Really?
Polar Express is my favorite. That's a classic one.
Yeah, that is a pretty good one.
That's a classic one. What about you, George? What's your favorite?
I don't know. I like Unstoppable.
Unstoppable. You've always liked Unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's always been a favorite of yours.
Yeah. Silver Streak, yeah. That's cool. I ordered some Hornby locomotives today. I don't know why. Well,
because they're cool, probably.
Yeah, that's probably very true. Yeah. Yeah. So Silver Streak, yeah. That's my dad. Or you like the Polar Express.
I like Silver Streak and Polar Express.
Yeah, they're all good. Silver Streak's got bi-levels in it, right?
No, it's got a Canadian Pacific.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, it runs through Union Station.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it runs through. Love Polar Express. Yeah, that one's a kind of a no-brainer for a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah. Man, today is like
train wreck central over here.
No. Kind of a.
All right.
Hey, chat. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah. So yeah. Okay, so out of all the trains that you guys have seen in my videos, which one is your guys' favorites? Like, which locomotive is your favorite, or train set? I don't know. Which one do you think is your favorite, Pops?
My favorite that we've that's a tough one. I like some of those at Grandpa's.
Really?
Yep.
The girls' train's pretty cool. That one's one of my favorites. I think that's always been one of my favorites. But yeah, we got those. You guys are gonna run trains? Yeah, there's it's something's going on. Like the GS. You should let George work on train volume. You can provide some on-demand entertainment as he works. Yeah, Star Wars collection. Oh yeah, Grandpa's got like Grandpa's talking about Grandpa's talking about the train crash in Han Solo. Or the Han
Solo,
movie,
yeah.
Yeah. So.
I am not in love. Keep talking.
But yeah. So right now we're trying to get the F3 store. Let's see.
George, how would get these things so they're not running so fast?
Turn the dial.
So we got some layout difficulties here. The trains are going like 1,000 miles per hour. We had a train crash with the Super Chief. And it's because we are having difficulties with the operating system. It's going too fast. There we go. This is when you need a good old ZW to help you out. What? Lower the voltage on the.
Yeah, but it can't go through the switch. I'm just gonna put it on the outside. Correct. It doesn't have the high speed switch.
All right, all right. Oh, it hits the switch and it doesn't have the right distance.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. I'm all behind this. Yeah, I know. We got to put a ZW on the layout. Oh, that's cool. Got a Harry Potter train with the flying car. Yep. We were running the Hogwarts Express earlier, but that one bit George's finger. We've had a couple of casualties. We've had a casualty with George's finger, and we also have a casualty with one of the A units on George's war bonnet, unfortunately. I'll show you that in just a second. But today we're not doing our usual command operation. What we're doing is we're running conventional via command. So we're got the voltage of the track going up and down, and as a result, it's a little harder to operate when we're doing the live stream here to both operate the trains and do the live stream. So accordingly, when I'm doing something or when George is doing something, our attention isn't 100% on the trains. And at least with the Super Chief, it was one where the Super Chief hit another car, and then with George's finger, he was trying to put the train back on the track as it was rolling because we couldn't adjust the voltage on the tracks really well. So, all right, let's see here. New York Central. Where's the New York Central? That's coming soon here. Kathy, what? You want me to provide the song and dance? I don't think so. George is come. George, bring the casualty over here. Here's the casualty that we've got. the Polar Express hit this, it fell off, and then the rear truck fell off. I think the good news is all it needs is the screw to be put back in, and I'll work on that in just a second. As soon as we get George back over here, George, we need to have you running trains a little bit by popular demand. George is fixing his trains right now. All right, so the engines that we have running right now, we've got a Thomas. We've got over here, this one is the Super Chief right there. And then Thomas will be rolling through on this one right here shortly. But the Super Chief, this one that we've got on, we haven't run this one on the layout yet, so we're checking on all the layout clearances and everything like that. All right. Jigoku Samurai, welcome to the stream. What's the biggest locomotive you have, both diesel and steam? And electric, if you have any. That's a really good question.
GG1. Actually, which one's better, bigger, the EP5 or the GG1?
Well, they're both about the same size. We were running both of those just the other day. I just put them away. But we do have a big steam engine that's out. George can show you in just a second. George will show it to you. Which one are you bringing out, George?
AC9.
He's bringing out the AC9, which is probably the biggest steam engine that we've got.
It rivals the cab forward. And here's the engine. Alright, let me pull it up. It's kind of heavy, but yeah, here's the engine. I've kind of been a pain in the butt recently. There are tenders over there. Just grabbing that. Yeah, there's a tender. The train.
That was pretty big. As far as
Diesel.
diesels, our biggest ones are probably the SD70s, right?
Maybe the E units. Those are pretty big. Don't have many big locomotive or big diesel locomotives.
Well, those SD70s are pretty big locomotives.
Yeah, but there's a lot of bigger, older stuff.
I guess there is. I guess there is. So, all right. How are we doing on...
Here's the cab forward.
What's the locomotive that's got the most flywheels? George wants to know what a flywheel is. I don't know either. I don't...
Isn't that like a motor?
Want to see a great picture? Go look up the world's longest circus train. All right, I'll do that. I'll do that. All right, so recap. We have got our command system running right now off of a TPS 300. TPC 300, which is supposed to regulate the voltage up and down. And we've got the voltage coming in on the track, but we're having issues controlling the voltage up and down right now. So thus, whenever we start it, the trains are flying. There we go. It looks like the voltage is a little bit lower because we've got the... There we go. Thomas isn't flying around so fast. There we go. Bingo. I got it, George. I got it. Get back on.
Just press 0 and boost to change the direction.
All right. This solves it. Tomorrow, TPC gone.
Hopefully.
No, it's gone, man. I've had enough of this dumb TPC.
What engines do we have running? Well, currently we're trying to get the Super Chief to run, and Thomas is running right now. Yeah. Something's going on. Yeah, we're working on that, Grandpa. We're working on that. But yeah. Finally. This is Robert, and I'm thinking maybe you can build a set called Alcohol Pass. Huh? Is that from a movie? Because I know of the pass. I just I don't know if that's a movie or from a movie or something like that. We're talking about the El Capitan. We we don't have the buy levels for that. Yeah, but yeah. You have to tell me more about that. We can get a different angle.
Any idea how to take this off?
But yeah, hopefully we can get this to run better. It's pain right now. But yeah. Hopefully.
All right, George. What we got going on? Why don't you show everybody the trains that are running right now, and the trains we got on the track?
So right now, we've got Hogwarts Express on the track. Y3's on the track from yesterday. Y3's on the track from yesterday. Probably won't run today though. We got the Super Chief, or the F3s, the robotics. Thomas is checking the launch from here. The Polar Express in here. Over here. And we have just miscellaneous stuff in the yard over there. Kinda, and then we've got the Burke right there. The cab forward. And then we have the AC9 over here. So, yeah. Probably gonna put the AC9 away though. It's kind of being a real pain recently. But well, we need Train Master, Power Master, Train Power Source, constant voltage. Yeah. We have it. The TPC 300 works fine. It's just the brick on the inside. Oh, here we got the.
And also, for you North by Northwest fans, we've got the New York Central. Get those out.
We have the B unit too.
I know.
That's never run.
I'm having trouble running trains today, George, so I'm trying to limit. George, you want the B unit?
I don't care.
You want the B unit?
I was just saying we have it. It's never run before. So
All right, we'll get that going.
which locomotive would you most likely recommend for your collection? Which would you most likely recommend for our collection? I don't know. There's a couple of cool starter sets we have.
Let's see. You know which one is a really, really good smooth running train? That was one of your first trains that you had is the Pennsylvania Flyers, a nice one to run. Also, another one that I really, really recommend to anybody who wants to just get into trains. I know it's not something you can exactly walk into a hobby shop and buy. But you can get them on eBay and you can get them for relatively good prices. I love NW2 switchers.
Yeah, they run like
Post-war, any of NW2 switchers. They're really good runners. They stay on the track. They won't fly off the track. They, even at the highest power, they run fast, but they don't fall off the track.
Got good magnet traction. Some of them do.
Yep. Why don't you unbox those, George?
Okay. At least Grandpa isn't saying you stole his B unit. The El Cajon Pass is dangerous mountain range, and that was it had 3 train accidents, one in 1989, the second in 1992. I've heard about those. God, what's his name? I think Siren Production 1000 or something. Somebody did a video on those a while ago, and they were pretty big. I remember watching those. I like the story behind it. It's a pretty good story. So we got the baggage car. I don't know where to put these. Remember the early ones, not the later ones. Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, you want the earlier NW2s, right, Pops?
Yes.
Not the later ones. Those are kind of crappy. But yeah. Gotta go see you on Monday. Alright, see you, Tim. Hopefully we can see each other pretty soon.
Kelly, is that Sammy Woodrick?
No, Tim.
Oh, Tim. Tim knows live stream tomorrow. We're back on Monday, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, said see you Monday, so yeah. See you Monday. That is correct. We'll watch, yeah. Tim says he will watch. Alright, cool. Thank you, Tim. Are these postal ones?
No. I've got some postal ones, but
Those are better runners.
yeah, we'll see.
But yeah. Yeah. You guys, man, so we're going all F3s right now. Kinda cool. I think those engines, unless you ran them for the first time run. Which ones? The North Central ones? But if you're talking about those, they run those a ton. whole set. Wow. Yeah, it's bringing off the whole set of some of the set of those cars. It's a pretty sweet set. What would you say, Pops? Yeah. Would you say 20 more minutes maybe?
Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we get out this New York Central, we might have to stay out a little bit longer.
Okay.
Here we go. We got the baggage car. Oop.
The unit.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the B unit.
New York Central after Grandpa says he likes over the. Well, yeah, I think that's a no-brainer given all the variations you have in the shelf. Doesn't Grandpa have all the variations of them? Or most of them?
I think so.
Yeah. In fact, Grandpa likes to talk about the time when he had more New York Central F units than Jared Piazza did. Frank, that's what I meant. Frank Piazza.
There's the B unit George wanted on there.
Never been to that's not rich there.
I might have ran it when it was Grandpa's.
Test on race day. Lego Geek. Okay, guys, I'll be back Monday. All right, see you, Lego Geek. Guys, see you later. Have a great rest of the day. All right, yeah, you too. Yeah, pretty much. See you, Jonathan.
Don't leave yet. We're getting out the North by Northwest train. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I get it. No worries. One of the things that I don't like about this road is there's no good spot to put trains on.
But I have 8 different variations. Yes, just for a very short time, I had more variations of the Supreme F3 collectors in the world. Yes, it's great. Grandpa takes pride in that.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Taking these off.
I thought I was gonna roll them onto the trip. You're alright. That's the worst spot I could have turned them off at over there.
Yeah, it's okay. But
What's that one for? I got it.
that I think Lionel should have made that they didn't, and the post-war eras had came out with those Western Pacific F units and those aluminum streamlined passenger cars and called it the California Zephyr.
That would have been cool. That would have been a good set to come out with. George, can you get the power back on the track here?
Yeah. Grandpa says they bet they found more than Grandpa's got.
Yeah.
Power. Engine 0 boost.
Turn it off. Bring it over here and turn it off.
But yeah.
Alright, turn it off now. Alright.
Yeah. They probably have fun more. Do you think how many like trains, like what do you think the rarest train is? Lionel train, post-war train.
Boys train?
Really?
Yeah. Although that they say is a paint sample, George. The boys train is. But the rarest production, that's a good question. There's a lot of different people say a lot of different things on the rarest one. But some people say that the boys train was a production train, and some people say that it was just a paint sample. But there aren't very many of those that are out there.
There's only 4 known, right?
I think that the number's right around there. Yes.
Do you know anybody that has them?
I don't. I don't know if Grandpa does. One time we had a table at a show, George, that was right next to somebody who was selling a boys train.
Really?
Yeah. It was a long time ago, and it was one of those things where I wish I had the money to buy that. Grandpa says he wishes he had the money to buy it then, but because it was inexpensive then, but now the what that thing is worth. It would have been worth buying back then.
It would have been a good investment.
It would have been a good investment. But the good news was, is since our table was right next to it, that we
look at it.
had a lot of foot traffic for people looking at it.
Yeah.
And we sold most of the stuff that we had on our table.
You could have taken all your 23 or 20 23s and painted them blue.
Yes. Could have made a lot of dollars.
Yeah, Grandpa says they should have made a California, or they should have had the aluminum these cars out with the Rio Grande ones too. F units.
That would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty sweet train.
Look at that, catching flies, George.
Yeah.
Catching flies. All right. About ready to have North by Northwest, and I'm going to take the Super Chiefs off and put Polar Express back on.
What do you think was the post-war set that they should have made? That they had like the resources for, but never did.
Post-war?
Yeah.
There were some really neat post-war mock-ups that I thought that they should have came out with in post-war, but they didn't. One of them in particular, I always thought that they missed the boat on was Union Pacific F units.
Yeah, but didn't they have a hard time with Union Pacific about that?
I don't think so. I think it was only later where Union Pacific said that they didn't want Lionel making. There was a period of time where they were charging model train manufacturers for using the Union Pacific name. I think that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
Yeah, and Union Pacific, they can get anything they want, you know.
They were charging, and believe it or not, Mike Wolf from Mike's Train House, George.
Yeah.
Negotiated, and I don't know the behind the scenes work, but he negotiated an agreement with the Union Pacific somehow, where that model train manufacturers could continue to use the Union Pacific brand. And you want me to tell you the worst part about it, George?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, is it wasn't just Union Pacific; it was Union Pacific and all of the different train companies that the Union Pacific bought and owned.
Really?
So it was the whole progeny of
yeah.
Union Pacific.
Like
Southern
Southern
Pacific, Central Pacific,
Yeah.
Rio Grande,
Yeah,
the whole Missouri Pacific, everything that they owned fell under that umbrella. All right, George.
We got 5 people on right now.
Uh-oh, everybody left, huh?
Yeah.
That's all right. We got to run the 2 of them are us.
Yeah.
So we got to run the North by Northwest train. We'll run a little bit of that, and then we'll probably call it a day.
Alrighty. I got the remote.
What time we calling it a day, George?
Probably,
Let's see here. We got 4:15, like 4:30.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. George is tired. Only got 10 hours of sleep last night.
Yeah. 10 hours is 10 hours.
Now here it comes. This one might have some bad grease in the gears. All right, George, take everybody around. Show them the trains we got running. That's a cool looking train. You don't have that New York Central set out near enough. That's a cool train.
Yeah. Short popped.
Yep. Just like yesterday, or the other day.
Yep, it was on the Power Master. They should have done, but they could have done. It was also the with. Oh yeah, we're. That is a cool set that was never that never came out. That's for sure. I think they should have made a City of New Orleans set,
Oh, that'd have been a cool one.
but I don't think they. I mean, unless they painted these cars up. I mean, they could have, but
Could have
Or
put a black
painted-
stripe in there. They put stripes in all the different colors, so it would have been
Yeah,
an
yeah.
orange stripe or something.
a brown stripe.
The brown stripe would have been easy. They had brown stripes. They had two different kinds. They had brown stripes. They had the Canadian Pacifics and the presidential, the Pennsylvania. All right, let's try this again.
Grandpa knows of two. Frank Patruccio, who had a set, and then Ed Bar. Oh God, I don't know.
That's got to be the boys' train he's talking about, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
Michigan.
George, fire him up. I think. PBC gone!
We got trains going.
All right, George. Let's What's that?
Well, it's okay. Welcome to the stream. Probably gonna stay on for another 10 more minutes, so you can enjoy the last 10 minutes.
Tell them what we're running and why we're running them.
Well, we're running the Polar Express for the movie day, and then we're running the New York Central F units because I don't know the name.
Movie North by Northwest.
Yeah, North by Northwest. So, yeah. Movie of the one day is nice watching them. Oh, thank you.
Say it again, George. I'm sorry.
Says, before you leave us, just want to say it was nice watching you run your trains. Yeah, thank you. We enjoy running them for you guys. I thought someone was talking. Wait, is the stream ending now? Well, we got about 10 more minutes left of the stream, so, yeah.
All right, George, let's see some switching.
With the postal stuff?
All right, here's where George does his magic. Yeah, that Polar Express. No, the Polar Express is running good. Do the switching with the Polar Express.
Can't do that.
Okay. I just got the look like I can't do that, Papa. He's gonna do some switching with the A4, I think it is, or A6. Over. And there we go. Something's off the track. We've got or non-derailing switches with that, and they're wired opposite than they should be. All right, George, we'll ash can the switching idea. We'll do that on another
You wanna
maybe
end the
next
stream?
week, switching Saturday.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Switching Saturday.
Or we could just say Monday is Saturday.
Yeah, movie Monday, switching Saturday. We should have done that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, wait, is it ending now? Hello. Well, I mean, I think we're probably gonna end it pretty soon.
Xander, another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes. Sorry about that, Xander. One of the things that we got going on today is we've got the live stream chat function on our computer isn't working. So George is using the live stream chat function on his phone. So that's what we're using. So we've got a little bit of lag.
What did he say?
No, I was just explaining it to him.
Oh.
All right, let's see that TPC work again. The TPC, one of the reasons why I don't like that TPC, George, and maybe it's something we got to figure out wiring-wise, is that TPC, when you turn it on, rather than it like easing into it,
It's using the brick.
Well, wait, I know it's using the brick, but rather than easing into the power slowly, like if you had you wouldn't, with a ZW, turn it on as fast as it would and then slow it down. You go from slow to fast rather than fast to slow, where the brick is going like it. Oh my gosh, we have so much to learn. So much to learn on this. So, no, Xander at 3 for the stream again on Monday. So, we have our movie theme for today. We had the Hogwarts Express going. We had the Polar Express going. We had Thomas going. We had I don't know, George or Grandpa, do you remember what the actual train was on North by Northwest? Did they ever say what the train that he boarded was that they were running? But it was a New York Central, and we got that one going right here. So, yeah, Sandra, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. It's actually been kind of a hard stream today. We had a couple of casualties. George hurt his finger in the train in the Hogwarts Express at the very beginning of the stream, and then we had a really bad crash where the Super Chief, one of the trucks of the Super Chief fell off. So we've still got to figure out how to put that one back on. It's funny, it fell off, but we had no idea, but it was jury rigged on the inside to keep it on. Right, George? Let's show them how it was jury rigged in, George.
I don't know what this is. It's like a plastic nail. But, goes in here.
Somebody had jury rigged it on there.
And I can put it up. But, probably just jury rig it back, too.
Yep, but we've got to take off the cab, and we don't know how to take off the cab, so. Anywho, all right, let's get some train running for the last 4 minutes, close it out, run the 20th Century Limited. That's what we're running here. Running the 20th Century Limited. That's the other thing I don't like about the TPC. It's too hard to cycle through the E unit on the engine. So we're learning as we're building the train layout here. We're learning as we're building the train layout.
Bro, we should get a virtual rail fan for our basements.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. I got a lot to learn about all of this stuff. A lot to learn. There he is, the man behind the curtain, operating it all.
Isn't that supposed to be a power track factory? I don't know, Grandpa. I don't know.
Not it is, but not right now.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to call Grandpa up with some recommendations on the repair for that F3.
About 4:30 right now.
Yep, let's button things up. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming in for the live stream. Appreciate everybody being here for Movie Saturday. Again, no stream tomorrow.
No stream tomorrow. But
What?
Monday,
Monday, what
Come back.
time?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Right on.
Yes.
Appreciate everybody being here. I know this is kind of a rough one for us on our end, but it was also one of the best ones in terms of the amount of people that are support the YouTube community. We've got some really good YouTubers on here. Hopefully everybody can support each other, go on each other's channels, check everything out. So anyhow, thanks again everybody for being here.
Thank you guys for watching.
And we'll see you on Monday, 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Right on.
See you guys.